Tiburon.
Thank you.
Can we just open up with some comments on being back at a course you know very well?
Very well, yeah. 20 years being here, and I think that's probably the most powerful thing about where we're being here today. I never expected to be in one place for 20 years. It goes to show you how the community has embraced this golf tournament just as much as we've embraced the community, and how much the hotel and the Tiburon Golf Club has loved the event as well. And also, to me, it tells you how much the players love it, because they keep talking about it. They keep talking about not just the professionals. I'm talking about the players, meaning professionals and amateurs, and we're constantly getting incredible feedback from everybody. So that'd be my takeaway from it. It's just 32 years deep, and 20 years here has been pretty impressive.
A couple of Aussies paired together this week.
Yeah.
How do you like your chances?
I like their chances a lot, obviously, but there are a lot of good pairings out there this week. It's a great collection of winners in 2019, 2020 season. So it's going to be a well fought out battle, to tell you the truth. But we've always had a problem getting Australians to come play, because this time of year the Australian tournaments are being played down there, and sadly they've all been postponed or cancelled because of this COVID situation, and that's why Leash and Cam asked me if they can come play, and I was all for it, of course.
Greg, did you have to deal with many obstacles concerning COVID-19 to get this tournament a go?
Do I know what? Sorry?
Did you have to deal with many obstacles because of COVID-19 to make sure that this tournament was a go?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think this tournament is no different than all the other PGA Tour events. All I can tell you is I think this is golf is a testament to what you can do. And I'm not just talking about golf tournaments. I'm talking about golf, and we've seen the growth of the game of golf during the COVID time, with the number of rounds up, the number of people wanting to play. I've talked to a couple of very important people in the game, and trying to capture this right now, this moment in time that was a silver lining behind a dark cloud, which is the game of golf. I think there is an opportunity. It's a generational opportunity. I really, truly believe that. I think if all the powers to be, from the PGA of America all the way across the board, USGA, really take a hard look at this and see who's come into this game, whether it's young kids. Who are the young kids? Is it more women playing? Why? Why are they getting out there and understanding it? And probably using social media a little bit more and getting the message down to all these people, so we can keep this momentum going. And golf has needed it for a long, long period of time. And like I said, it's a silver lining behind a dark cloud, and golf has been the benefactor. But at the tournament in general, PGA Tour has done a phenomenal job. They really have. I mean, they've got to work very, very closely. They've got bubbles, they've got protocols. They work closely with everybody else to give them the right advice on how to proceed. And we've respected every one of those, and we've actually implemented them. And I'll give you an example. Last night, the ProAm draw party. I was told it's the first function the PGA Tour is allowed to have, where we had like 150 people maybe in a gathering, but we had them all tested, and not one person tested positive. And I think that's, again, a testament to the PGA Tour and their management of the process to make sure people are enjoying themselves at a PGA Tour event. And this is a co-sanctioned PGA Tour event. So all those things that I look at, a lot of people working hard to get things going for these players to be able to get out there and play. And, this small event here turns into be a big deal to get across the board.
What was today like for you? Usually you're at least playing in the Pro-Am.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do, and what was it like to...
Well, actually, I had a fun day today because I drove around and tried to catch up with every one of the players. And, it's I enjoyed that more, quite honestly, than playing, because you get to see the guys you don't really normally get to see. I go to a cocktail party or a function or a dinner with the sponsors, you don't get to see all the other amateurs. So to me, it was a lot of fun. I really did enjoy it. And I couldn't get them all in, but I probably missed about 4 or 5 groups. But I had a lot of fun today. And then I just did my radio show, so Charles Kelly was brilliant, absolutely brilliant on it. So, I've had a good day.
When you had your first shootout, did you ever think you'd get to 32? And how proud are you of the fact that you've had 32.
Yeah, never thought that. I mean, do you think we're in the shoulder season or silly season or whatever you want to call it? I think it's just a testament to the management company, the guys we've got running it. I used to own it, now Wasserman runs it. I think it's a testament to all that. We've worked extremely well together. Our end goal is to raise as much money as we can for Cure Search, and to basically to entertain the community, wherever we're at. And we've been like-minded. And look, we're setting up for a show tomorrow night. And Live Fest last year was, a huge success. We had never done that before. And we're so disappointed we couldn't do it this year, but we'll 100% have it on next year because it was just a smash hit. Everybody, and you saw the community come out, 10,000 plus strong, I think the number was, by the time we counted it all out. And so it was very, very beneficial for everybody. And, that's just 32 years long. So maybe another 32 years.
You mentioned Cam Smith earlier. I'm sure you took note of his pretty historic run at the Masters there.
Mm-hmm.
Could you speak to kind of watching him elevate his game on this big stage?
No, it's always great to see whether it's Cam Smith or somebody else coming through doing that. To shoot the 4 rounds in the 60s around Augusta is one thing, right? And not to win is another, quite honestly. It's pretty impressive. But yeah, of course. I mean, it's a testament to the depth and the pedigree of players we do get out of Australia. And Cam is not one of the biggers. He's not a DJ. He's not a Brooks. He's not a Tiger. He's not a big guy. But it's a testament to the fact that if you have a quality game, you can compete anywhere you want to, anywhere in the world.
Greg, I'm doing a year-end story on DJ, and I remember a podcast you did where you said one of the players you would maybe pay to go see would be DJ. Mm-hmm. You liked how he played enough. Did you watch the Masters, and your thoughts on what he did at Augusta and the emotional response he had after winning?
Yeah, I watched the Masters because I like DJ. I'm a friend of DJ's. I like to be able to say I've helped DJ. So yeah, I wanted to see him win, even though he's going up against an Aussie. But when he started separating from the field, look, all I can say is when I sat there and watched it, I was saying to myself, see, the perception of DJ out there in the public world is totally different from what the reality of the player truly is. He's a committed killer, right? He wants to play hard. He wants to go beat you on the golf course. He wants to, he's smart. He's a very, very smart golfer. And he understands his game better than anybody else could even think he could understand his game. So I knew he was always going to be, I knew he was always that special player. And now he's starting to realize, and I would think Wayne Gretzky has a lot to do with that too. I think Wayne talks to him the right way, instills certain things in preparation of getting ready to play for a final round or ready to play for Augusta, the Masters in the beginning. I think Wayne's probably been a very, very positive influence on him.
Were you surprised at how emotional he was at the end?
That is a great indication of how intense the man is. He is who he is, and at times if you're that intense, you got to let it go somehow. And I think it was wonderful for everybody to see, quite honestly, and I think it was good for him.
And the last, how important was you winning your second major? Because I think it took you 26 majors to win your second major, and everybody was harping on DJ, and it took him 15 to win his second. Mm-hmm. Does that second major make people look differently at DJ, or how important do you think that is?
I don't think that. Look, no, I don't think so. Everybody's out there trying to win major championships, and the depth of golf in any tournament is deep, and you've got to beat a quality field every time. So, I don't put any stock in that, quite honestly. He's going to win more. I thought I was going to win more, but I didn't, and I hope he goes on and wins more.
It was at least alluded to, I think, on the telecast that you would work with him on putting or something like that. How did that come about?
He called me up. He had known that I through my son, because my son plays a lot of golf with him. I've just seen a few things in his short game, especially his putting, that I would relay on to my son, to relay on to him. And I got a text from DJ around the middle of September. He said, "Do you mind coming out and watching me putt a little bit?" And I said, "Sure, no problem." So we went out to the Grove 23, which is Michael Jordan's course where he plays. And we just spent time on the putting green. I don't know how long it was, an hour, hour and a half, something like that. And I just talked to him about a few things that I'd seen, and the difference from him on a Thursday, Friday to a Saturday into a Sunday was a big difference. And some of it was physical improvement, and some of it was mental as well. But mental comes from a bad physical or a bad technique. And so I just talked to him through it, and all of a sudden he started to feel it, and he started to feel it. And from that moment on, he went on a pretty good run, and he still is.
Do you remember the first time you ever saw him, or when you got to know him, and how did you get to know him so well?
I would say I don't know DJ well. I know him. I wouldn't say, we haven't gone out and had dinners of a night time. I just like his demeanor. I just like his approach. I like his physicality to the game of golf. I like, there's just something about him. Some guys you pay attention to and some you don't. And it was just good to see him. And, it's obviously an honor when another player calls you up and asks you to come, hey, what do you see? And especially top level to top level, right? And then, when that happens, it's good. You want to make sure you instill the values that you see to make it sure that he actually gets positive feedback out of it. And he definitely got positive feedback out of it.
I'm done.
Okay.
Okay?
That was
Great.
perfect.
Thanks
Thank you
very
very
much.
much.
Thanks.